I always thought my childhood was normal. It wasn't until I realized my constant urge to please everyone wasn't a personality quirk. It was a survival strategy I learned in a home where love wasn't a gift. It was earned. If you've ever felt like you weren't sure where your parents ended and you began, you're in the right place. For many of us, the damage wasn't in loud, obvious moments. It was in the quiet, in the things left unsaid, and the emotional needs that were consistently ignored. Today, we're uncovering the 7 invisible signs you grew up with a narcissistic parent. Recognizing them is the first and most powerful step toward healing. Understanding your past is the key to building a new future. Sign number 1. The first invisible sign, chronic people-pleasing. The first sign is one so deeply wired into us, we often mistake it for our personality. Chronic people-pleasing. This isn't just being nice. It's a compulsive, anxiety-fueled need to make sure everyone around you is happy, often at your own expense. You're the one who says yes to every request, even when you're already exhausted. This is a direct echo of your childhood. With a narcissistic parent, approval is earned, not freely given. You learned that your value was tied to how well you met their needs. This trains you to believe your own needs don't matter and that your safety depends on guessing what others want. It's a survival strategy that has long outlived its purpose, leading to burnout as you forget who you are and what you want. Sign number 2, the second invisible sign, low self-worth and a vicious inner critic. The second sign is a deep feeling of low self-worth, which usually appears as a vicious inner critic. This isn't just occasional self-doubt, it's a constant voice telling you you're not good enough, no matter what you achieve. You get a promotion, and that voice whispers it was a fluke. That voice in your head often sounds a lot like your parent. Growing up, your wins were likely dismissed, or even taken credit for. If you got straight A's, they might have said, well, you get your brains from me. Praise was rare, but criticism was constant. This dynamic teaches you that perfection is the only goal, a goal you can never reach. This gets internalized as a core belief that you are fundamentally flawed. Sign number 3. The third invisible sign, a deep-seated fear of conflict. The third invisible sign is a deep-seated fear of conflict. If you'd rather swallow your feelings than risk an argument, this could be why. On a subconscious level, conflict feels like a threat to your survival. That's because, in a narcissistic home, there's no such thing as a healthy disagreement. Any attempt to share your point of view was likely met with anger, the silent treatment, or the withdrawal of their love. You learned that speaking your mind was dangerous. To survive, you learned to make yourself small and stay quiet. As an adult, this turns into an extreme avoidance of confrontation because you were trained that keeping the peace was your job. If any of this is hitting home, let me know in the comments which sign you relate to the most. And consider hitting like so this can reach others who need it too. You'll quickly see how many people have gone through the exact same thing. Sign number 4, the fourth invisible sign, porous or non-existent boundaries. The fourth invisible sign is having porous or non-existent boundaries. A boundary is the line where you end and someone else begins. But for adult children of narcissists, that line is often blurry. This is because narcissistic parents don't see their children as separate people, but as extensions of themselves. As a kid, this might have looked like your parent entering your room without knocking or reading your journal. Your emotional boundaries were also violated. You were forced to soak up your parents' adult-sized emotions like a sponge. As a result, you struggle to set limits now. You might feel racked with guilt when you say no, because you were taught that your space and feelings were never really yours. Sign number 5, the fifth invisible sign, pervasive guilt and toxic shame. The fifth sign is a constant feeling of guilt and shame. This isn't the normal guilt from doing something wrong. This is a toxic, free-floating guilt that makes you feel responsible for everyone's happiness and believe you are inherently a burden. Narcissistic parents are masters of manipulation, and guilt is a favorite tool. They use phrases like, "After everything I've done for you," to make you feel like you owe them. If you expressed a need, you were called selfish. This constant guilt tripping creates a deep sense of toxic shame, the belief that who you are, at your core, is flawed. Sign number 6. The sixth invisible sign, a weak or fragmented sense of identity. The sixth invisible sign is having a weak or fragmented sense of identity. If you've ever asked, "Who am I?" really, you're not alone. Adult children of narcissists often feel like they have no clue who their authentic self is, because their identity was never allowed to fully develop. You were treated like an accessory to your parents' life. You were either the golden child they showed off or the scapegoat they blamed for their problems, but you were never allowed to just be you. You might change your opinions to match whoever you're with or feel lost when no one is telling you who to be. This creates a deep confusion that can last a lifetime. You might find yourself mirroring the interests of your partners, feeling empty when you're alone, because you never learned who you are without someone else's script. Sign number 7. The seventh invisible sign, hyper-responsibility for others' emotions. And the final invisible sign is being hyper-responsible for other people's emotions. This isn't just empathy, it's an urgent need to manage those feelings for them. Again, this was survival. In a narcissistic family, the parent's mood is the center of the universe. Children quickly become emotional detectives, constantly scanning their parent to prevent an outburst. You were parentified. As an adult, this makes you a magnet for draining relationships. You may have a friend or partner who constantly trauma dumps on you, and you feel unable to say no. It leaves you exhausted, as you pour all your energy into others while your own needs go ignored. If you saw yourself in these signs, take a deep breath. This realization can be overwhelming, but it is also the beginning of your freedom. The people-pleasing, the self-doubt, the fear, these are not your character flaws. They are scars. They are the brilliant strategies a younger you created to survive. The healing journey starts right here. It starts by recognizing that the critical voice in your head isn't yours. It's an echo. It means grieving the childhood you deserved and learning to reparent yourself with compassion. Seeking help from a therapist who specializes in narcissistic abuse can also be a game changer. You can't change what happened, but you have the power to change how you move forward. You can break the cycle and build a life filled with self-worth and real joy. You deserve peace. Thank you for having the courage to face this. If this was helpful, please subscribe for more on healing and recovery. You've survived. Now it's time to thrive.